Hello children, I hope you all are safe at home. Today we will discuss here about gymnosperm, economic importance of gymnosperm and classification of gymnosperm. So let us start the session. In gymnosperm, gymnos means naked and a sperm means seed. So the plants with naked seeds. Thus, gymnosperms are the plant in which ovules are not enclosed by any ovary wall and are remain exposed. Most of the gymnosperms have now become extinct and the group is presently represented by only 900 living species, out of which 500 species belongs to conifers, means cone bearing plants. The plant body is differentiated into root, stem and leaf, and it is a sporophyte. They includes medium sized tree or tall trees and shrubs, and also they are perennial. None of them are herbs. Redwood tree, that is sequoia, is one of the tallest tree, having 125 meter in height and 30 meter in girth. What is the height? 120 meter and girth is 30 meter. Jamia pygmea is the smallest gymnosperms, having 25 centimeter in height. The plant of gymnosperm possesses well developed taproot system, means taproot are present. In some cases, the roots are symbiotically associated with cyanobacteria. Cyanobacteria means they are also called as blue-green alga. And this cyanobacteria helps in fixation of nitrogen. They are also associated with fungus. For example, mycorrhizal roots of Pinus. The stem is erect, aerial, solid and woody. It may be unbranched as in Cycas or branched as in Pinus and Cedrus. Plant possesses vascular tissues, that is xylem and phloem, and they are arranged in vascular bundles. The vascular bundles of stem of gymnosperms are conjoint, collateral and open. Means cambium is present in between xylem and phloem, and cambium is the dividing tissue. Later on we will discuss about this in detail. Due to this, secondary growth occurs and annual rings are distinct in most of the gymnosperm. The vessels are absent in xylem except is netus, in which vessels are present, and the companion cells are absent in phloem, because you know that phloems and xylems are made up of 4 different elements. The leaves may be simple leaf or compound leaf and are well adapted to withstand very high temperature, humidity and wind. But in case of conifers, the leaves are very small and are needle-like. To reduce the surface, presence of thick cuticle and sunken stomata prevents them from water loss. Gymnosperms are heterosporous, means they produces two different kinds of spores, the male microspore and the female megaspore. The spores are born inside the sporangia, and the two type of sporangia are born on a special leaf-like structure. They are called as a sporophyll. The microsporangia are born on microsporophyll and the megasporangia are born on megasporophyll. These sporophylls are usually aggregated in the form of compact structure called cones or astrobili. The cones are generally unisexual. The male cones, astrobili, are short lived, and female cone or astrobili are long lived. The female cone remain attached to the plant for several years till the maturity or ripening of the seeds. The male astrobili bear microsporangia that forms microspores called pollen grains, whereas the female astrobili bear megasporangia that form megaspores or ovules. The female and male cones, that is astrobili, may be born on the same tree, or as in case of pinus, or on different that plants as in case of cycas. The ovules are borne on megasporophyll that may be in group to form female cones or astrobili. The megaspore mother cell divides by meiotic division to form 4 megaspore. Out of 4 megaspore, one of the megaspore enclosed within the megasporangium develops into a multicellular female gametophyte, and this female gametophyte bears 2 or more archegonia. The multicellular female gametophyte is also retained within the megasporangium. The pollen grains are formed inside where the pollen grains are formed, they are formed inside microsporangium and are released by air and come in contact with the opening of ovules for fertilization purpose. Pollen grains further form pollen tube which carries male gametes, and these gametes grows towards archegonia. The fertilization here takes place to form zygote, and zygote further divides and redivides to form embryo and ovules into seeds. Here you can observe the cycas, pinus, ginkgo and ephedra. Here it is largest and smallest angiosperm, sequoia and gemia. Now it is about economic importance of gymnosperm. Gymnosperms are economically most important plants and it yields a number of valuable products. First, it is ornamental use. Many gymnospermic plants like cycas, thuja, Eukarya, etc. are grown in the gardens as ornamental plant and their leaves are used in floral decoration. Second use is that it is used as source of wood. Many gymnospermic trees like pine, cedar, etc. are of great importance for their light colored and lightweight soft wood. So it is used as timber in making furniture, packing cases, matchboxes, pencils, etc. Third use is the edible products. Stem and seeds of cycas yield sago, starch. Seeds of many cycads are edible and some conifers are also edibles. Gymnosperms have medicinal value also. Species of ephedra are used in preparation of medicines for the treatment of cough, asthma, bronchitis. Taxol is an anti-cancer drug obtained from taxus and they are used also to extract resin, tannin, Canada balsam, and turpentine. Some essential oils are also obtained from many gymnospermous plant and are used in perfumery and as a flavoring agent. Next topic is about the classification of gymnosperm. Gymnosperm is divided into 7 major taxa by Gifford and Foster in the year 1989. So let us see what are the 7 taxa. First is Progymnospermophyta and it is extinct. Second is Pteridospermophyta, it is also extinct. Next one is Cycadophyta, extinct and living both. The plants are commonly called as cycas. Cycadiophyta, that is all extinct. Next is Zincophyta, all extinct except Ginkgo biloba. Coniferophyta, extinct and living both. The plants are commonly called conifers. Gnetophyta, including Gnetum, Ephedra, Welwitschia, the living plants close to Angiosperm. So, children, this is all about today's session. Thank you. For any kind of doubt, please write your questions in comment section.